Okay, guys, welcome back to the channel. There's a lot of hype, and we're all been hyped for the new Scream 7 to drop. So, with that being said, it's been a long time since I've seen the whole franchise. I mean, from part one to part six. Ah, it's been forever. So I wanted to do a ranking of those movies. And I want to hear you guys' thoughts on it.
This should be
OTG and
interesting.
Godly.
This should
So
be very interesting.
Yeah, so my thing is, I recently watched them too because it's I couldn't remember which ones I've seen, and now seeing them all of them, I realized I've seen them all except four, and that was fun watching because that one I was like, okay, I don't remember
hey, don't
a
step
lot
on
of
my
it.
don't step on my shit.
Yeah, that's
Don't
all I'm gonna
step on
say.
it.
That's all.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
saying nothing. I'm
Okay.
just saying it
Okay.
was fun
That,
watching them all, so they're fresh in my head. And of course, Golly knows those. You know who's Randy? He's Randy from
oh,
there.
for
So,
sure. For sure. For
so
sure.
Yeah,
anyways,
I didn't need to have a warm up. I watched them. I periodically just watch the
Yeah,
entire franchises. I do
you
this in
probably
all
got
horror
it on
movies.
a loop. You probably got it on
Yeah,
a loop,
so
and you probably fall asleep to it and
yeah,
shit.
he got
yeah,
the
And,
a
shrine
lot
of
of these are my
Randy.
comfort movies. Yeah, yeah.
Randy's his god, man.
I'm the brown
so
Randy. But go ahead.
let's go ahead and do a ranking for me personally, and then if you want to jump in, please do so. But it's not always this being the case. But for me,
So best
number
to worst, right?
one, yeah, the best of worst. So for me, we're gonna have to go with the OG number one. And the reason why it really is taking that spot is because it gave you the formula. It said this
Yeah.
is what this is gonna be. It's gonna start off with a bang, a big surprise. This it started with fucking Drew Barrymore, probably one of the biggest people in Hollywood at that time. She was really popular from coming from the ET, where have you, but she's in this movie and she fucking dies within the first 5 minutes of the movie. And you gotta remember, she's in the advertising throughout this, the trailer. So you think that she's gonna be a big part of this movie. I'll find out that she was supposed to be the Nev Campbell of this movie. And she said, yeah, nah, I think it'll be better if you just got me to be the first kill. And she was right. That shit was awesome. That fucking kill was awesome. Again, I would put it at number one. Number one because of I love the kills in this shit, the suspense in this movie, the who done it. It's so many different things in
Dude,
one movie. It's not
I,
just a horror movie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't let you just brush over that first scene. That first scene was so cool, dude. Seeing it for the first time, like there's a certain feeling that you have with that first scene when, like Drew Barrymore, she's cooking the popcorn, she gets the phone call, and it's like the
Yeah.
first time you actually hear her talking back and forth with a boogeyman, and then trivia questions brings in that meta, like where they're talking about real movies, and it's like just seeing that whole scene of her talking, it was different, man. And then the whole creep factor comes in when you like right away they don't waste time. Start breaking into the house, and it's just like she's running around the yard, parents
Hmm.
coming. That scene by itself, I don't know if it's like 15, 20 minutes long. Like it's a mini movie, man. And
Yeah.
it just sets the
It's a
pacing.
tone setter. It's a tone
Yeah,
setter for real. It really you know, first of all, it was ahead of its I mean,
it definitely was
it,
ahead
it
of
was
its
ahead of
time.
its time
Oh,
in a sense, and it inspired a lot of other movies.
you
Like,
see,
you know,
what a lot of people say like during that time is that horror movies were kind of like
stale.
yeah, and that one just changed it, brought a new formula. And if you watch it, it captured the 90s, dude. Like I
Hmm.
feel the
It did.
90s when I watch it.
1996. I remember this like it was yesterday, and the soundtrack was
Yeah,
awesome. The like it captured a time capsule, if you
yeah,
will.
you know what, I know we did a video on this Scream and we talked a lot about it, but I just feel like we have to really why it's number one, man. And I think
Well,
it's
I
number one
mean,
on everyone's list.
it
It's
is the depth, the the kill scenes were awesome. It built a bunch of suspense
The
and made you
characters,
think.
dude.
You were thinking throughout the whole movie. Well, is it this guy? Is it that guy? Or and then when it got to the end, your head exploded because like, oh shit! This whole
Yeah.
time it was two people. It was
And you're
this. It
like-
was that.
You're like, it's definitely the boyfriend. It's definitely. You're like, wait,
He went to
it wasn't
jail.
him this
was-
time.
Yeah.
And this is before
Or whatever.
the internet really got big. So like you would imagine with social media and everything like this, if it came out at that time, people would have been talking so much. I mean, it was already the talk of your high school when you was in high school. Everybody was talking about this movie, man.
Dude.
And this was Wes Craven coming back to his great form, man.
But the
it was
character's like, dude, you can't. No matter what, you can't replace Randy. And you can't replace Stu. Stu's my favorite in there. I love Stu. The way he was laughing at the end, like it, it's gonna be a scream or the I'll be right back. And then like
because he was really crazy though.
when he was acting silly, when he was like,
No,
oh,
that
not
nigga
acting
was
silly,
crazy.
But when he was like, oh, my parents, or whatever, like that one scene, like he was all
You're gonna
over
be
the
mad at
place,
me.
dude. And I think that's why he's like, I mean, to this day,
But you
Scream 7.
could tell that. I mean, and I think that's why they did that to show how unstable he was and how easily persuaded he was
Wait.
in terms of like peer pressure. Like
But
he said
nailed
that in a
part. I
joking
don't know if some
manner.
of it was
but it's
ad-lib or
true.
what, but he nailed that part, and that's why.
Agreed.
All right, I think we glazed the first one. I think everyone will agree that is definitely the best one, no question.
That's number one.
That's
Scream
number
one's
That-
number one.
So we're uniform there. One being the best.
I think
Now I
everyone.
think you're gonna. I'm gonna throw you a curveball. I'm gonna throw you a curveball because my second one, I thought long and hard for this one. I really did.
Did you?
Yes, and I was like, I was gonna go with it. Gonna be part two. I like it. I like it a lot, and I think, and me and OTG were talking about this. That sometimes when you have a nostalgia for something, you remember it a certain way, but when you rewatch it, you're like, is it really what I thought it was? Or was that? Now I'm not saying that is a bad movie.
Right.
By far, it's not. I love it,
Right.
but I'm not gonna put it as my number two. My number two is actually part four.
That's fair. Part
And
four
I
is
say
good.
part four, first of all, like it got even more like the blood,
brutal.
the guts, like the kills were. I think there were some of the most memorable kills. I like the story of it. I like the new rules that they implemented in there. It was good. It was good.
Oh, fuck, I'm trying to remember how that one started. Was that the one that started real weird and it had like a bunch of like
This was
like,
a movie within a movie within a movie.
within a movie, and I'm like, oh man, that was kind of weird. I didn't like that, but I don't know. I do
No,
respect.
the first okay, when I first saw it, I was like this. The first act was kind of rough because of that thing. It was too meta. It was meta
Yeah.
within meta. Almost like a spoof on it. But then it got into a serious role, and then I was like, okay, this is good. I enjoyed it.
You know what? Four is the one that they definitely had a weird like filter on it. It was shot different. I didn't like that. A lot of people complain about that. But one thing they did improve was Gail. They definitely made her MILF again. They made
Oh
her
man,
hot
because
again.
she looked like
God,
shit
yeah.
in part three.
Yeah.
She looked-
So she definitely looked better. And the new characters did good. I think the new characters in part 4 are better than like I don't know than the new characters in 5 and 6, but we'll wait till we get there. But
This
I
is
respect
the
part
one.
4.
Okay, this is the one with the movie club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the movie club people. Again,
Wait.
I love that whole idea, the aspect of it. I loved it. They really they were like the Randys, and they were smart.
Yeah.
They really were smart. They said, now you have to level up your kill. Now you gotta record your shit and then upload it and then show it to the people. I was like, okay, I
it was-
like that.
it was ahead
I
of its
like that
time.
concept.
It was ahead of its time because social media wasn't. So it's it was
It was on
acting
the
like how
brink.
social media was now. They were acting like that in the movie back then, so it was ahead of its time.
Yeah, that's where you had the recording thing and the barn scene. Yeah, that was
And-
definitely
and-
good. The blood is what I like the most. I
no, the
think.
blood, the blood was again at the end. Like you could have seen it coming a mile away, like who was the killer, because it just made more sense. But then you didn't. There was another twist. Like I didn't know the girl was in on it. I didn't know what the girl was in. And this is one of the few screams that I did not see in the theater. I don't know what was going on during that time. I think I was getting too much pussy because I did not see this in the theater. Like
Yeah.
this was off the radar for me. So when I
Mm.
saw it like this, I do not recall this movie.
Yeah,
And
I don't remember for at all. That's why we watching it. I was like, wait, which one's this?
it was fucking good. So that's my number two. And the number two is because of the death scenes. I love the stories. I like the new killers. I like the new idea, the new rules. Boom. Now, my third on there is part two. Again, it was
Okay.
hard. It was neck to neck for me, but
Okay.
I ranked number two because it felt like it was a little bit more of the same thing that we saw in part one. It was nothing
It was
new
a
to it.
pure sequel. It was a pure sequel. Yeah.
It was nothing new to me. It's good. It's not great.
Yeah.
It fell off a little bit for me.
Yeah,
Then
I'm one of those that I didn't like too. It
like
was
so
all right.
it was
I feel
good.
like the
It was
mom
okay.
was weak. The mom is the chick from Roseanne. The
Yeah.
and the dude, I guess that she kind of hired on, whatever him. He was kind of obvious.
Like
Shit.
you wasn't guessing. I like again. The mom, I wasn't too sure about that. I understand the concept. Like it was good motivation for her to be wanting to be the killer.
Yeah.
But the other guy, I think they could have went a little bit more in that because I like his idea. He was basically saying, I'm gonna go all the way to trial, and they're gonna mistrial it because they're gonna say, I'm gonna tell them that the movies made me just them fucked my mind up.
Yeah. I
And
don't know,
that's
man.
that's a good concept. People would use that today
Yeah.
as a line of defense.
So you don't like 2 OTG?
I thought it was good at the time. At the time, I liked it, but rewatching it now, it's all like I don't really like it that much, man. I think it's kind of weak. Uh, the only thing I do like, and this is just gooning, is I love the way fucking Gail looks in there, man, with the streaks in
my
her hair and
God.
shit. She got like the bob thing going on,
It's a
and
Courtney Cox fan over here, guys.
Yeah.
No. I mean, she's a bad white
she
bitch.
kind of looks her best in part two. They all have like style. They're all styled like really nice in there. I think they look
Part
their best
four,
in part two.
part four is the best. With that
And
layered hair, oh man, she could get it.
Yeah. And then yeah, dude, it's I don't know, man. And then well, what isn't part two where they kill Randy? I'm getting it mixed up now.
Part
Yeah.
two is where they kill
Yeah,
Randy.
They fucked up right
in
there,
the
man.
truck.
So yeah. Oh, anyways,
But-
this is your ranking.
So
you like
you know, again, it was okay. I think it gets a penalty because it's too much like part one for me. Nothing too much
That's
of an
different.
add-on. I like 4, so it's 1, 4, then 2. And now this is again probably be controversial, but I'm gonna go with part 5 as my
That's
number
fine.
4 because
Yeah,
I like
that's
them.
why I have 5.
I like them introducing the new characters. It's with the legacy characters still intact. You have to have your North Star, Nev Campbell. So Sydney's always going to be a part of it. You got to have your
Favorite.
Wells. I think this is the one where my man Dewey he sees the light finally. This nigga then got stat. This is what I didn't understand. How many times you got to get nerve damage for your nerves to start working again? Because he was fucked up in part 1. He was looking. I mean, part 2 he was looking all fucked up. Part 3 he looked even worse. And then in this one, it like he was walking around like he's not, like in part 5 he's walking around like nothing happened.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
That
it's
didn't
kind of
make
like he
sense
got
to me.
lazy with the acting. After a while, he's all like, "Ah, fuck, I'm not
He's
even gonna
like,
act like I got."
that- he
Because in
probably-
part
he
2,
probably
you could
said,
really see
"Take
he was
me out."
fucked up. In part 2, he looked fucked up, and as more as they went by, they kind of like whatever. You know what? This is
Yeah.
when it started turning woke. Is part 5, man? They had the whole new cast. It's not hardcore woke, but it's woke enough, man. It's like I
didn't see
enjoyed
none
it.
of it.
I did enjoy it. I think Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega did a good job. Jenna's kind of like she's not that great in this one.
She's
It's
not.
just
She's
kind of
not important
annoying.
in this one. She's not important in this one.
Yeah.
She's like a catalyst to the movie. But
Yeah.
other than that, the main character is the other bitch.
The main criticism I have with this one was the killers. I felt like the dude was kind of obvious. He was that too nice guy, but I mean he did play it really good. And it just I don't know, man. It was okay. I enjoyed it. I watched it all the way through. I wasn't bored at all. So I did enjoy that.
I like the death scenes in this one.
I think this is the
was
most
good.
brutal Ghostface.
I would say that
Ghostface.
I would say that the blood was covering the room. I don't know. You could debate the part 6 had a lot of brutal death scenes too, but
Six,
I
that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, 6.
Yeah, 6
yeah.
was pretty.
the whole thing that the chick is she's just scared that she's got the gene, the serial killer gene.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of weak when they kept showing Billy, dude. Like the way his
Yeah,
memories of him, like he's a killer.
First of
like,
all,
like
he looked bad. That was a bad CGI right there, bro.
yeah, it was bad, and it's like they were trying to make her like a killer kind of. Like I just didn't like him in there.
You know why though?
They're trying to do that legacy thing, like that hardcore. They're hardcore on the legacy in that one.
The original story was that she was supposed to be the killer, and that's why I think they have that whole concept in there.
Was that original story? I never heard that. It might be.
Yeah,
I mean,
she was originally supposed to be the killer, and then they went away from it. So I'm probably sure during the rewrites they just left some of that bit in there because they were lazy. That happens a lot, and that's probably why there was not clear, concise story in there.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. 5 was okay, but it's just
5
like,
was okay.
This is where they introduced that chick, and all of a sudden, like this is where the wokeness comes and all that. Is Randy's like nieces and nephews. I like the characters, but they were I don't know. They didn't have to be related to Randy. They were like the half black, the jock, and then the chick that was just like Randy.
Yeah.
And all that. I
The
liked
Drake-
her
the
though.
Drake
She had to be
wannabe
gay,
and-
of course.
Yeah.
I did like her. I liked her character, but
She was smart. She was the
She
female
was
version
cool.
of Randy.
I liked her character. I don't know. I think the movie was good. It's definitely better in part 6 to me. But I mean, I enjoyed it for
Really?
what it's worth. But I was just sad that we lost our Riri, man. I was like, dang.
We lost our Riri.
Yeah, I think he was just one of the main characters that made it fun. Like when you would hear his.
But you
little-
you have to have stakes. You have to have stakes.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's 5, and then just for default, 6 has to go in front of 3. In front of 3.
Oh yeah, the other woke one. 6. 6
I
is-
like
gotta
6.
go in front of-
I like 6.
is all right. 6 is
First
the
of
one
all-
that hey, all right, I'll tell you the problem I have with 6.
Oh,
man.
wait,
I'm
it's,
going far
not,
into it.
it's not your ranking. So calm down.
Go.
So Ghostface shouldn't have a shotgun. Okay.
Exactly.
I know.
He shouldn't have
I
a
agree.
shotgun.
Ghostface shouldn't have a shotgun.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing, but why do I kind of like that? I don't know why. Like, because he kind of uses whatever he has nearby sometimes. So
He's not supposed to have a
but
shotgun.
that's-
He-
that's-
I
that's-
know, but I don't know. I like 6. I like 6 better than 5. But I think
No,
I like the
all
movie.
right.
It was just brutal.
You know what
Go
was
ahead,
dumb
go ahead.
apart about that is that they all of a sudden, I'm gonna say it anyway. The shrine was the stupidest thing ever, man. They had
Oh, the
all the stuff
shrine.
like a museum from like every fucking one. That's
But
what
you
makes it
gotta-
worse than
that-
5.
First of all, that's you. That's if you had that
Yeah,
money.
but to put it in the movie was kind of like, all right, it's unrealistic. That's why I rank it exactly where you have it. I think 5 is better because the shrine was so stupid, man. When I saw that shrine, I was like, okay.
I do like the opening scene though. The opening death scene, even though that's not the original that's not the ghost face of this movie.
Oh, I love that.
I love that.
It
And
threw you off.
I wish I really wish that
So-
that was the killer throughout the whole
Yeah,
movie.
so the-
They're supposed to be on the devs start killing
Yeah.
people, but he jumps ahead of time and kills his teacher because he got a bad grade. And what better what better reason to be a killer than getting a bad grade in college? I think that's an excellent
I don't
reason
know.
for me to do it.
Whatever, it was like, then the real, yeah, I thought it was cool because the setting in New York, which is a major thing that you didn't say, dude, for this movie. You should love it for that, but no, the movie was trash. But
First of all,
I like that it was in New York.
it was cool
I-
that was in New York. That opening scene in New York,
they
alleys,
utilized
it
that
was
with the
cool.
kills, like, you know. So I don't know.
At first I thought it was going to be a gimmick, but I did like the fact like they were in the subway. Like if you're in the New York City on the subway on a Halloween, you're gonna see a lot of shit like that. So that makes sense.
subway
To
scene
kill,
was too much.
to hide in plain sight. That's kind of crazy, man.
They could have cut that
I
subway
like
scene
it.
a little shorter.
It had to build suspense.
It was too long.
You know, it was like Michael. It was
Nah.
like Carpenter with the
Anyways,
synthesizer, bro.
It was too long, and I mean, I didn't like that the chick got stabbed, and I mean, whatever. That she was like, but in this movie, it doesn't matter because if you're a minority, you get stabbed, and you're great, and that's the problem I had with it, dude. Jenna Ortega got fucked up, dude, but yet at the end, she didn't fuck the ambulance. I'm good. Don't worry about me. Nothing. But yet she was in the hospital in part 5. But in 6, you could get fucked up all you want, man. The jock, dude, he got fucked up, and he was in the ambulance. Like, oh hell nah, dude. That's shit.
True.
That's when they're not realistic at all. But that's where it went way too far, dude. So if you're a minority in part 5 or 6,
for me, that was
die.
the most unrealistic for me was the main chick at the end, how many stabs she did to fucking the fucking Ghostface. That nigga got stabbed like 37,000 times.
Yo, dude, that's what she.
And the sound, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? She was over here looking like the Matrix and shit. It was too.
She did that in part 5 too.
No. She had some. I know she had like 10 or 15 stabs. This was like 30,000 stabs, my dude. It was too much. It was too much. He was dead after the 5th stab. Like, you can stop right now. You can stop.
It's part of the movie, dude. I mean, it was her character to show that she loved killing. Maybe that's what they would have did in part 7. I don't know what the plans were, but it was stupid, dude. I definitely agree with you placing it where you placed it. Like in your ranking, it's second to the worst, right? It's second to the worst.
The worst one, obviously. I think this is no way.
There's no argument.
If anybody, if you see a ranking of anybody on any YouTube, if they say that this is like top 3 or anything like that, you have to discredit them because this movie was terrible. It was terrible because it was like a spoof of its own self.
Yeah, I like that it was goofy. It's comedic. Yeah, I like that.
And me and OTG, we saw it at different times, but we both come back to the same part when they throw the fucking knife and the back of the fucking knife hits fucking Dewey in the fucking forehead and he falls down the stairs. Like, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing?
It's terrible. Dude, part 3 had so many things wrong with it. It had that Hollywood kind of
that Hollywood setting.
And you saw fucking Jay and Silent Bob in it. Dude, that movie had such fucked up production.
Princess
Originally, Stu
Leia
was supposed to come back in that movie. That would have been badass, man. But there was so much shit with the Columbine happening at that time, so they had to cut down on the violence. It's not like it's one of the least violent ones. That's why when 4 came out, I was like, holy shit. But they had to redo the story. Originally, there was supposed to be 2 killers. It was 1 killer, which is the weakest killer in the whole damn thing. It's Cindy's brother, Austin, or whatever, and it's like
long lost brother.
He was weak, man, and it's just like
was it Cotton?
Yeah. No. Cotton was the
director, the director of the movie.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
Was it Cotton in the beginning of that scene with this fine ass fucking chick? Yeah.
Well, she was all right. She
was fine ass. What was it? That one? 3? Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
But anyways, the brother, man,
he was one of the original people that died. He was the second death in the movie.
He was the director. Had to get, and then what's her name was in there? Princess Leia. What's her name? Carrie Fisher. It's like, come
Yeah.
on, man. It's like it
It,
was too silly, dude. It was too goofy. It had the weakest killer. It was man. It
it
was
had like the movies, all the movies have a bit of cheesiness to it, and it's its charm. But this was too. It was over. It was too much. Like, and then you could tell where they spent the whole budget on the explosion. Like that explosion. But I don't know what the purpose of that explosion was for. Just to say, yo, we got 20 million. We got to spend $10 million on
dude, the
this scene.
explosion was
right here.
badass, dude. But it didn't make
And
sense.
man,
That's what-
and
it didn't make sense. Like that's where they could have had the other Ghostface in there. Like it just didn't make sense for all that to be one dude. The writing was kind of fucked up, but the explosion made no sense. They didn't even need to have it in there. It was too much.
And then to just find out that your mom really was a whore. She was passed around in like a orgy and shit, and didn't like that, and this and that. So, I don't know what the fuck. I think they got to the point where they just didn't know what to write about, and
Yeah,
they
they
said
just came
we
out with some
got
shit.
to come out with a movie. Like, and the thing is that I'm upset is because Wes Craven was still on this. He did the first 4, and I don't know how you let this go through. I really don't.
Yeah,
I really don't.
they had a lot of changes, man. There was a lot of problems with that one.
And I
It-
think that is why I didn't see 4, because maybe after seeing part 3, I was like, I had lost all hope for the franchise.
Well-
But 4 really rebounded really well.
Yeah, it aged a lot better, man. I think 4. I hear some people like liking 3 all of a sudden. Like, nah, dude. Like 3 is the worst one by far.
Nah, you're just bored. You're just
Yeah.
forcing it. Yeah. There's no
it's-
resurgence of 3 happening. No, we're not doing that.
It took
Stop.
away everything it had, and it just made it silly. It felt like watching Scary Movie, dude. It was a parody of its own.
And I could see, and if you watch Scary Movie, you could see why it parried so much from that movie, because it was silly in itself. It was it was not good. It was not good at all. And characters like even Gail was acting stupid. Like everybody was a character.
We gotta say
caricature
that
of
Gail had the
themselves.
stupidest fucking hair in this one too. Her fucking
Oh,
bangs
man.
and shit like that.
That's why.
Then we
he don't like
had
it.
Gil and fake Gil, like, and they
Oh,
were just
yeah.
cheesy
That was
and clowny,
cheesy.
right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like Scooby Doo. It was an episode of Scooby Doo. That's what it was.
Yeah, I think for the most part we agree with the rankings. I think my rankings would have been exactly like yours, I think, except for 2. Man, as much as I hate 2, yeah, I think 2 I would have put. No, I don't hate 2 that much. I think I would have put just switch
I
5
don't
and
hate
2.
too. It's just
I-
that I like 4 that much better.
Yeah, I think I would have went out 1, 4, and then 5, 2, 6. I think I would have switched 5 and 2, maybe 5, 2, 6, and then 3. Yeah, I'm saying it right. But yeah, very similar. I have very similar thoughts to your ranking. So I don't think your ranking was off. I think
No, I
most
think it
people-
was solid.
Yeah.
It's not even really arguable. I thought it was gonna say some dumb shit like 3 was gonna be your second favorite or something, but no, it was solid. Like it's reasonable. Like I feel like 3 was the worst one. 1's the best one. The way you rank the other ones, you could have a solid reason. Like if you love Jenny Ortega, you go, "Oh, I love this one, this one." You know, like how OTG's obsessed with Courtney Cox. You know,
Filth, dude. You could tell the older they get, more plastic surgery she's got. But
yeah.
At the last one, that's where you could really tell, because she laid on the ground and she looked like Leatherface.
dude, on this next one, she looks like Michael Jackson. So yeah, yeah.
So I'm excited to see this new one, see what
I'm
they
excited.
do, because it's supposed
Stu
to be
is
going back
back.
to the original.
Yeah,
So,
dude,
I'm
I'm all happy
excited,
for
man.
Stu. I don't know what they're gonna do with Stu. There's so many rumors. I hope it's not something stupid like AI. I hope it's not just his voice. I hope they don't try to do this. Oh, he was the mastermind behind this and kind of mess up storylines. I just hope he comes back, man. And I hope he kills. I hope he's crazy.
Stu is Ghostface.
Yeah, I need him back, dude. Like the fans love him. He's like one of the best characters ever made.
What if they do this? What if they say that he's been around the whole time, like he was the second killer in part 3, and we just didn't know it?
I would love that, dude. They actually showed him in the background. I think of part 2. He was like an extra. Is it part 2 or part 3? I think it's part 2 in the party scene. He has like blonde hair, but he's actually in the background because he was dating Nev Campbell and they were like together and shit. It's kind of cool, dude, that you see him older and he
what the fuck just happened?
he
You got upset?
Hey man, I just spirit came back. Chill out.
That was funny.
I don't know what happened, but anyways, I think hopefully his comeback is like legit, dude, and he's always been around. That's what I'm hoping.
If they maybe they reference that party scene and be like this, he was here the whole time. He's hiding in plain sight.
People are thinking they showed the mental hospital that he's gonna be in there. Mention something with the mental hospital. They do throw hints in 6 that he's still around. When they mention that's the TV that killed Stu, they're like, "Oh, supposedly if you think he's dead or whatever." Yeah. I don't know how they say it, but they kind of hinted that you know that he may still be alive. So yeah, well now we know he's coming back.
I'm excited, and I'm also excited to give our thoughts on part 7.
I'm excited for that bucket. I'm still waiting.
Oh yeah,
bucket, man.
We're all gonna have our bucket.
Time UAG has a good ranking, man. I agree with it.
This is his first decent review.
Wow.
Thanks guys for watching the video from Movie Mayhem. If you like the content, please like and subscribe.
Just block that console fanboy. Just block that console fanboy. Just block that console fanboy. Fuck you, console fanboy. Fuck you, console fanboy. Just block that 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 console fanboy.